Good morning. It's Thursday, May 29th. This morning, I was in Psalms 87 through chapter 90, Psalms 87 to 90. And the verse I wanted to share on is Psalms 90, verse 12. Psalms 90, verse 12. So teach us to number our days, that we may get a heart of wisdom. Here the author is talking to God, and he's acknowledging first he has a desire to number his days, and he tells God why. He says, because I need to learn to number my days. Why? So that he may get a heart of wisdom. But the second thing I notice is the author realizes, I don't know how to do that. I don't have the ability to do that. So Lord, you must teach me. It's not in his capacity, it's not in his understanding, it's not in his ability to truly number his days. Because he doesn't know how many days he has. But God does. He doesn't know what God wants to do in his life. But God does. He doesn't know what God wants him to spend his time doing, what his plans are. But God does. So he says, Lord, you teach us to number our days. Teach us to do this, Lord. Teach us to number our days. Teach us to make our time valuable. Teach us, that we only have so long. But we have as long as you plan. Our life is never too short, because God's the one that's in control of that. It's never too long, because God's in control of that. But we need God to teach us to number our days. That means I need to go to him and ask him and talk with him, have a conversation with him. I need to seek him. I need to listen to him. I need to have a relationship with him in order so that I can say the author must have had a relationship with God, and so he talked to him. So teach us to number our days. We need to have that time where we spend with God. And one of the things we can do is ask him, Lord, can you teach me to number my days? Why? That we may get a heart of wisdom. It seems to me there's a difference between wisdom that I have in my mind and then when it comes into my heart. There's a lot of wisdom, wise things you can read and hear other people say, and it goes into your mind. But if we have God teach us to number our days, if we spend time with God and he speaks to us, and we learn what his plan is for us, and we follow him each day in that day that he's given to us for today, he puts his wisdom into our heart. Wisdom in our hearts is far different than wisdom in our mind. Our heart is where we live out of. Our heart is where our desires come from. Our heart is where our passion comes from. Our heart is where that which I really want to do comes from. So as God works in my heart, has given me a new heart, plants his word into my heart, his desires become my desires. His passions become my passion. His hopes become my hopes. And so when he gives me his wisdom, and it comes from my heart, it's living. There's a passion there with the wisdom. It's not just like, oh, I think this is the best thing to do. I have to do it this way because it would be the wisest thing to do, even though I wouldn't want to do it. When it comes from our heart, it's like, wow, this is the wisest thing to do. God has showed me this is what's wise. I want to follow him. I want to see what he does with this. I want to see what he accomplishes when I'm obedient in this area. He's given me wisdom. And when it comes out of our hearts, there's an excitement, there's a passion, there's life. And so in order to have that, if we want to have that passion driven from our heart, if we want to have God's wisdom in our heart, the Bible tells me first, I need to fear God, because that's the beginning of wisdom. I need to know I do not want to live without God. I do not want to trust my own wisdom. I need to have a fear Lord, I need to know what God wants. So I need to ask God, Lord, teach me to number my days. Teach me what's important. Teach me that this life is short, but eternity is forever. That I might have your wisdom in my heart, and I might live from that wisdom with passion, walking with God. That's my prayer. We'll be a people that seek him, ask him to teach us, number our days, and that he might give us his wisdom, and it might come from our hearts, that we might be a people that are alive, walking with God and in his wisdom. Thanks for listening to me today.